What's good, YouTube? This is Ricky Rose coming at you with another story time. But before I get into the video, I just want to say sorry I did not upload yesterday because I actually fell asleep and I woke up like around 11 and shit. I was like, damn, it's already too late. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do a double upload on Sunday. And I woke up today and shit. I was like, I didn't even feel like uploading today either. I was just like tired as fuck. But of course, like I said, I'm gonna try to stay consistent. But you know, to the story. This was the day that it was me, my cousin, and it was one of his friends from school and shit. Like, I knew him for a while now. Like, I bumped heads with him a few times and shit. We was cool, but I don't remember that nigga's name, though. It was some weird shit. Just know that. It was just like some fucking, instead of just being John, it was like just Jonathan or something. Just John. Like, some bullshit like that. It was weird. Like, but he was Spanish. He was Dominican and Puerto Rican, I think, some shit like that. And one day, it was back then, you know what I'm saying? We was young and shit, we was rebels, we was fucking dickheads. We used to walk around like with spray cans and shit, like ready to tag up. Because we used to go at night and shit to tag up. Like we used to, you know, go around when I was staying with my aunt and shit. We used to go to Burnside and shit and walk around there. Because through Burnside, they had a lot of dead ass, they had like dead streets and shit where all the lights was off and shit. Like, that's why it was actually good. There in Jerome, like, if y'all live in New York, y'all probably know those streets is the very common, actually. So we get to walking and shit one day and shit. It was like, it was broad daylight. It just hit, like, you know, 2 o'clock. So, and it was the summertime, too. So, you know, there was kids out and everything. Like, the streets was packed and shit, especially in Burnside. But we, like I said, there was some dead blocks. Like, there won't be people on it and shit as much. But, you know, you'll see some people, you know, from time to time. And there was actually a park where we got stopped by these fucking weirdos. It was like, they were black and shit, but not no racist shit. They stopped us and everything. They were black. And he over here, he walks up to me and my cousin and shit. And then, meanwhile, my cousin's friend is, like, behind us. So, the nigga comes up to my cousin and shit. My cousin just saying that because he called them. Like, they didn't say his name. They was like, yo, hold on. Like, he tried to, like, you know, stop us and shit before we could keep going. We had kept walking, and eventually the motherfuckers caught up to us. They were, like I said, there was like a little park right there. So them niggas had came out of that shit running just to fucking stop us. He had grabbed my cousin's arm, and my cousin, like, you know, he shrugged him off, like, yo, get off me, don't touch me, nigga, I don't know you. This happened in Walton, too. Like, Walton, we cool. Like, I think those blocks is cool now and shit. Like, we don't got no beef with them. But in Walton and shit, that's where I had got pressed and shit with my cousin, though. And I actually got pressed there twice, to believe it or not. But the second time, it was some other bullshit. But right now and shit, like, the nigga got in my cousin's face and everything. And my cousin was like with it. Like, my cousin... Through the times and shit that me and him had got into it shit, my son never, like, you know, he acted pussy and shit. Like, he always stood his ground and whatever, and especially when he had a family member with him. Because that was not the first time that me and him, you know, we was on the wrong time. I mean, the wrong block at the wrong time or whatever. So we got into a lot of altercation and shit. So we stopped and shit, and the niggas start asking us mad questions like, "Oh, what you doing? Where you from?" And we're not answering them. Besides the nigga that was with us, the random nigga with the name, but that was my cousin's friend and shit. He's like, "Where you from?" He's like, "Oh, I'm from 175 and shit." He was acting like he actually lived with us. So we just saying that he answering all the questions and shit. He was like, "What you doing here?" He was like, "Nothing. We just passing through and shit. We just came from Burnside." He was like, "Bro, I don't want y'all niggas on my block, this, and that." And the whole time, like I said, the nigga was behind us, and then he eventually moved to the point where he was in front of us. Or like on the side of me and shit. And the nigga started asking like, "Yo, let me see your wallet and shit. Let me see your wallet. What you got in your book bag?" Because remember, we was looking for places that we could spray paint. Even though we had the cans with us, I don't know why. We was just walking with the shit, and every time he walked, like, you could hear her and shit. He was like, "What you got in the bag?" He was like, nothing. The nigga took off his book bag. The nigga asked for the wallet. He gave him the wallet. This nigga had like $30 and shit. Meanwhile, that little nigga that we was with, he had bread, like, or some shit. That nigga had money, but he had $30 on him and the spray cans. After that, me and my cousin, I ain't gonna say we was balling. We probably had like, you know, $10 on us and shit, because we was never going nowhere. We was just walking around. So the nigga gives him his book bags. He takes the canisters and shit, and he puts it in his back pocket. So he basically took them shits. And my cousin's like, yo, first of all, 2 of them shits in there is mine's. And I'm like, duh, we about to get fucked up, bro. Let that nigga have that shit. Because I was low-key pussy back then. But not no more, though. You catch me, I'm dropping your shit on my mother. But he was like, nah, 2 of them shits is mine. Because there was like 4 or 5 in there. And the nigga he was like, what? He went up to my cousin's face and shit. And you know when you about to fight and shit, like he throw at you and shit, like trying to make you flinch? Yeah, my cousin stood there and shit, like, what the fuck, am I supposed to jump? But he didn't say anything. He just stood there. I'm like, yo, this nigga got balls and shit. I was leaning against the car, like, cause they didn't say shit to me. I was actually the littlest one out of the bunch, and there was 3 of them. Them niggas looked like T-Mobile signal bars and shit. It was a small one, it was a medium-sized one, and then the tall one. The tall one was actually the one pressing niggas. And when he did that shit to my cousin was ready. He was standing there with his hands balled up and shit, like ready to fight and shit. He was like, oh, well, let me see your wallet. And my cousin's like, what? I ain't giving you shit, nigga. Get the fuck out my face. And the nigga gets even closer. I'm like, oh shit, we about to get fucked up. Cause it was me. I knew how to fight when it came time. Like, I only fight when there's, when it's time or it's for a good reason. I'm not gonna square up. Oh yeah, you stole my dollar, I'm gonna fight you. Yeah, you corny. Like, shut up, eat the dollar, you hungry ass nigga. But I'm not gonna scrap unless it's a good reason to. And right there, like I said, I was pussy back then, but I would fight for my cousin. I didn't give no fucks. Like, if I was gonna get jumped, my nigga, we getting jumped together on some shit. But I knew the nigga that was with us. I forgot that nigga's name, yo. My mother cannot remember. It was like Jeremy or some shit. It was some weird shit. But the nigga, he was wild pussy. Like, he was a bitch on some shit. Like, we could not depend on this nigga. So it would have became 3-on-1 or 3-on-2. And my cousin was like, I ain't giving you nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? He told him to give him the spray can back. He took the shit. My cousin dad took the shit out his hand and everything. And I'm like, oh shit, my son is tall. My son big. My son not pussy, B. Fuck you talk about? Like, I was low key hype. I'm like, ah shit, we gonna win this one. My head, I'm like, yeah, nigga. Fuck out of here. After my cousin took his shit, like, yo, give me my fucking spray cans, my nigga. I was acting wild. So I was like, yeah, my nigga, yeah. Like, I was still leaning on the car. I wasn't saying that to nobody, but I was in my head. I'm like, yeah, nigga, yeah. Fucking give me my shit, B. I'll drop you. Like, so after my cousin had, took the canisters and shit, the nigga got even madder. Like, yo, stop fucking playing with me and shit. And I'm in my head, I'm like, oh shit, like it's about to go down, like or some shit. Like, I was soft, but I wasn't soft, my nigga. You catch me now, I'll dead drop y'all. But like, I was on my oh shit, like it's not looking good. It's low key it was like a 3-on-1 low key, because I was pussy and then the other nigga was pussy too. So it was like, but if it came down to, I was gonna, I was gonna get my cousin's back. Y'all bugging, but. when that nigga had walked up to him, my cousin instantly reacted and he dropped the canister and snuffed the nigga. Like, I was like, oh shit. Like, in my head, I'm like, we won, bitch, fuck out it. But I was still leaning on the car, man, soft and shit, like, like, but in my head, I'm like, yeah, nigga, get dropped. I felt like I won World War III or some shit. Like, he dropped that nigga and we was like, oh shit. The other 2 niggas and shit, they ain't do nothing. That was that. Them little 2 niggas that was with him, they were pussy on some shit. Like, they ain't say nothing, they just stood there. But once he dropped that other nigga, he had grabbed me by my collar shirt and shit and pulled me. He was like, yo, let's go, my nigga. On some shit. We took the canisters, everything, bro. Because the nigga had took the nigga's wallet. He took the canisters. He took the money, the metro, everything out this nigga's wallet. So we had to, like, get it out his fucking pockets now. So it was like, yo. How the fuck you let the nigga press you, my nigga, completely? Because we was just standing there. You know what I'm saying? I understand if, we would have had something in your behalf, but if you don't defend yourself, I'm not going to defend you either. I was low-key pussy, but my cousin had my back on some shit, my nigga. I'm not pussy. After that shit happened, we had dipped the fuck off. We took off for everything. We took this nigga's wallet back because the other nigga had took it. We took the spray cans, we put it back in the book bag, and we took the fuck off. Like, we was only like 3 or 4 blocks away and shit from, you know, where we used to live at on my own and shit. So we just ran there, and I'm surprised I ain't run out of breath or nothing. Like, I was gone, like, cause it was basically, it was in front of a park and shit. Half the niggas that was in the shit saw it, little kids and everything. So we wasn't gonna sit there and wait for the fucking, you know, cops or some shit, cause they were calling people and everything. You know, we wasn't waiting or nothing. So we took the fuck off and we ran to the crib. When we get to the crib, you know, when you get like behind closed doors, niggas start talking hella shit, like you did something. That's how the nigga was, my cousin's friend. He was bragging and shit, like, yo, I was waiting for him to hit me and shit, so I could drop him. I was like, I looked at that nigga, bro. I started laughing. I just left. I walked the fuck out with everything. I was like, this nigga here, like, you better sit the fuck down. Bro, he started talking hella shit. My cousin was like, yo, shut the fuck up, nigga. You're gonna get your ass beat. That's what the fuck he was gonna get, nigga. And the nigga continued to talk shit, my nigga. And then my cousin, he told me, he was like, matter of fact, I'm hungry, my nigga. Go buy some food, because you got chicken right now. I was like, oh, yeah, matter of fact, yeah, I want some shit too. Yeah, give me some chicken with some french fries, B. I'm not playing with you. We pressed the fuck out that nigga like he was talking hella shit, like he did something. I ain't do nothing either. But I ain't ran my mouth. Like, you know, I stood there. I was quiet and shit. But that's basically, you know, the story time of today. You know, how I got pressed and shit. Even though that wasn't really the one that got pressed. It was just a bad timing and shit. But that's the video of the day. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about today's story time and shit. But it's Ricky Rose. And I'm out of here.